Destin Daniel Cretton, the director of Shang-Chi,
Yeah, we love
has
him for that.
officially been confirmed to be directing Spider-Man 4. We heard this rumor a long, long time ago, and we both were very, very popular proponents of this idea.
We both love Shang-Chi.
We know Tom Holland can nail choreography. That dude's background is in dance. He will learn a set of moves and perform.
We know that he did a great job with Shang-Chi, and he fully gave the runway to the stunt coordinators and the fight choreographer. Like, he let them do their thing, and it paid off massively for that film. He's gonna do the same for Spider-Man. Like you say, we know Tom can do a lot of his own stunts, and his gymnastics and stuff comes into play into that. They're gonna run with that. They're gonna have fun with it. I can already see.
Yeah.
Great choice.
The dynamic duo project from the DCU is reportedly targeting a spring 2028 release.
God. Wild that we're thinking that far.
Do you remember when it was really common to be working that far in the distance, and then COVID happened and everyone was like, we're never planning that far in the future ever again? It looks like we've now recovered from that. To be fair, with the script writing that will need to take place, and then the level and style of animation they're doing, where it's like claymation, live mocap, CGI and all that, I imagine that kind of animation takes an insane amount of time.
Oh yeah, it won't be a quick film to make.
It's a show, I believe.
Oh, show. But I mean, yeah, they obviously, if this is like getting greenlit, it's gonna be a while till we see this project.
My only concern is if it's really good, are we then gonna have to wait 4 years for season 2?
Depends if they do it as like a one-off season or
maybe.
Depends.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We also don't know if that's going to be Elseworlds or DCU.
True. I somehow think it's going to be Elseworlds.
When it's that far in the future, probably.
Yeah, because like...
bearing in mind that we know the first Batman film is supposed to have a Robin.
Yeah, and like DCU will have already got running by this point. So it's like... yeah, be interesting.
There are rumours circulating that we will be getting our first Superman trailer mid-December time. I believe there is an event in December. DC event December.
Well, has this not also come because James Gunn tweeted something about he'd been working on the trailer?
Yes. So he'd been working on the trailer, and there is an event or something that DC are attending. I want to say between like the 6th and 12th of December.
I mean,
and people are... and people are like, that could be right. I think it's more likely to be a teaser than an actual trailer, if there is one.
I have prediction.
Okay.
We get a teaser, like you say, at whatever this December event is. We get the trailer at the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl trailer.
For Superman.
That would hit like... the premiumist of crack cocaine, not that I've ever partaken.
For marketing, everyone knows the Super Bowl is some of the most watched ads.
And Superman is the most American iconography of superheroes.
I find it hard to believe that the first trailer will not be a Super Bowl trailer.
I completely agree. And that's also like the right amount of time before the film's supposed to come out.
Yeah, exactly.
And bearing in mind, we also reported a couple of weeks ago that apparently it's going to be marketed in a similar vein of Barbie, with like that level of marketing.
Oh,
that's exactly what you do. In fact, was Barbie's first teaser with her being like the massive tall doll not for the Super Bowl? Possibly. It might well have been.
I mean, they're going to go ham with the marketing. It's the launch of the DCU, like... in the best sense. Like, obviously we're getting Creature Commandos, but like this is going to be the launch. So yeah,
very exciting.
We'll wait and see.
Joker Folie Deux is already out on digital, less than a month from the theatrical release.
I saw this.
Sorry, I can't go on this rant again. I can't do it.
I was gonna say, I saw it and I was like, oh, Connor's gonna be annoyed. But also, like, in terms of that film and the mixed response it got, at least this might potentially give it a chance for the people that didn't see it in the cinema to try and help boost its reception a bit. Like, it almost feels like, are they trying to do a bit of damage control?
I never want to be the kind of person who's like, I suffered, so you have to suffer.
Hmm.
However, when I was younger and we couldn't afford to go to the cinema because I was one of 3 children with 2 parents, that's very, very quickly expensive to go to the cinema. I had to suffer through hearing this film came out, it was great, and I couldn't go to the cinema to see it. And then once it was done in the cinema, when they got longer theatrical releases, I then had to wait another 6 to 12 months before it was on DVD and inside the house for me to watch it. If motherfuckers are not going to turn up to the cinema to support these films in the cinema where they actually can make money still, because DVD sales don't exist anymore and streaming doesn't pay anywhere near as much and is literally harming the filmmaking business, fuck them. They can wait 6 months. Force people to make the decision of go watch it in the cinema or wait at least 6 months.
Here's the thing, though. It's not the viewers making the decision for it to come out.
No. But
I think, unfortunately, it's the execs that have learned if they release if a film goes badly, they can just put it on digital 3 weeks later, kind of damage control, because suddenly it gets a boost in viewership and maybe the reviews improve.
Maybe. It's just I don't like it, and don't get me wrong, I get the money argument because it going on digital, it makes it like $10, and then if you are a family of 5, you can finally watch it together. And I don't want to punish them people because they aren't the problem, but
3 weeks is still like there's a middle ground.
We're destroying the cinema experience, and it's a fucking sacred experience. It's one of the few ways that the working class person still has any fucking chance to interact with art.
Even then, it's getting harder.
But like, what else is there?
Yeah,
the 2 realistic ways that a working class person can interact with art is cinema and concerts. Concerts have been destroyed for about 15 years now because fucking Ticketmaster is somehow allowed to do their own price surge and scalp their own fucking tickets. And even if you get past that, someone's going to buy a ticket for 80 quid, which is already extortionate, and then resell it for 10 times the price.
Well, yeah, music concerts have gone from like, there is now, if you're a new artist early to like their music, you'll get a ticket for like 10 to 20 quid. A year later, they could have blown up and suddenly it's 5 times the price.
I can literally give you an exact example of that right now. Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Jenna has listened to her music for a few years. She was on tour here last year or the year before. Jenna decided not to get tickets. They were like 20 quid each. She's obviously got a lot bigger in the last year. She's doing another tour. She's come around again. Jenna, look, tickets were 100 quid a pop.
This happened to me in college with Macklemore. I listened to him for years where he was nothing. His album came out with Thrift Shop on. He toured in the UK. Didn't go because I was gone on my own. I was like, don't fancy that. Next year, within a year, Thrift Shop blows up on the charts. He's doing stadiums. Can't afford it. Like, yeah, it's the same. Like, film is getting to a point where there's no low end. It's just creeping up into the. Before you know it, there is going to be a world where it's like 15 to 20 quid for a ticket.
Yeah. Like, I know we've joked about it before. If this was to ever go nuts and give us like the kind of backing where we could launch a business, I'm absolutely going all in on cutscene cinemas. We're going to make it so that it runs, so it doesn't lose money, but it's not like trying to make a profit. We're just going to go, here is a cinema that anyone can get into. We don't care about making millions from this, or we just want to make sure that it's going to be here 1 year from today. And then 1 year from that day, it doesn't need to be profitable. We're just going to get films on the big screen.
You just find ways to supplement the cost of running the cinema.
Yes. That would be a fucking dream. Ignoring the fact that we would find some. If that was the case, me and you would then be able to watch films together, which would be fucking lit. Like, it'd just be nice to have a cinema that I know I'm like the protector of. Like someone who hates cinema comes in and then you go down dressed as Gandalf. You shall not pass. Type shit. I've not got insanely passionate, angry about something for a few weeks, and this, this makes my blood fucking boil. Cinema is a cornerstone of the world, and it's just being left to fucking rot so that some CEO can get an extra 6% on his $100 million a year package. Fucking joke.
On to good news.
Yes.
The Bear.
I thought you were going to take it away.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just like the transition. The Bear, season 4. We're very excited for this. Already done most of its filming, with a bit more to be done in February. Still on track for summer next year.
Yeah. So this was revealed by the FX CEO on a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Where he's gone, we've done a lot of the filming. There's a bit more to be done in February. We're well on course for season 4 to hit summer 25, which would mean 4 seasons have come out in 3 years.
I mean, it tracks because I think they had, while there was filming season 3, I'm pretty sure they carried on and filmed a little bit of like the first stuff for season 4.
Their initial plan was to film them back to back. But then Jeremy Allen White, because of the success of season 2, got offered other projects, and to play nice, I believe they moved some stuff around so he could go off and do another thing. So they filmed what they could. He went off, did the other thing. Now he's going to come back for it. I believe is kind of how it might not have just been him. Obviously, a lot of people in that have done incredibly well. Yeah. Obviously, Cousin's been off filming Fantastic Four.
Matty's launched a cookbook.
Big stuff going from everyone involved there.
But I mean, like you say, we've had 4 seasons in 3 years,
which used to not be crazy. Now unheard of.
Loving it though.
Yeah, so good. Give me more. 6 seasons in a movie.
Marvel TV.
Yes. So, do you know? Are you aware of how this kind of got leaked initially?
No, I just saw. Was it yesterday? It all started.
So the Slate trailer that's done the rounds was accidentally.
Accidentally? Ryan Reynolds accidentally?
No, genuinely accidentally.
Okay.
It went live early on Disney Plus. They were putting it at the beginning of some episodes.
Oh.
And it accidentally went live like a day or 2 early. I think it was supposed to go live today with the Agatha.
Someone pushed the wrong build.
Yeah. I think it was due to go live today with the Agatha finale.
Got you.
But it didn't. It went live a couple of days ago.
And then people saw.
So it gave us a bunch of footage for until December next year.
Yeah, they often do these once a year.
Yeah, it was like I guess you call it like a show reel. Is that the right term?
Yeah, show reel for what's coming.
Of what's coming, and it gave us some dates. So, What If Season 3 will be dropping on December 22nd. Mm-hmm. We knew it was expected in December again, but it's nice to have a firm date on that.
Yep.
Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which was due, as far as we knew, to come out on Saturday, November 2nd, has been slightly pushed to January 25th.
Little last minute on that.
Yeah, I don't know why that's been so quietly pushed. Because we, a couple of weeks ago, saw a rumour for that, but we were like, we've only seen one person report it, we're not going to jump on that.
Do you know what I bet it is? Because of its mixed response on animation style and stuff, you've not got the people that are constantly digging for stuff, probably haven't paid it as much attention, so they've
quite possibly
missed being able to leak that.
Then Daredevil Born Again will start on March 4th.
We got a first look.
We did. It looks good.
Yes.
Ironheart will be coming out on June 24th.
We also got a first look for that, which looks very good.
Mm-hmm. Eyes of Wakanda, the 4-part animated show going through the history of Wakanda and the soldiers throughout time. Mm-hmm. Comes out on August 6th. Very excited for that. Just something fresh and new is always fun.
Yep.
Then we've got Marvel Zombies in October 2025. We don't have a date on that.
Definitely aiming for around Halloween.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to drop it all in one go or if it's going to be like a
Few
4-part
weeks.
special and they're going to start at the beginning and have it finish around Halloween.
I mean, still pretty cool.
Yeah. And then Wonder Man, the show that has been cancelled and revived and silently cancelled and silently revived, and it was never going to happen, and it's the next big thing, is happening. We've seen actual honest to God footage.
Yeah.
It's coming December 2025.
It's, again, also looks really good from what we saw.
It's a real thing. I don't know a lot about Wonder Man. I'm going to do some deep diving. Based on the bit of research already done, it seems like the backstory we got from Mysterio in the MCU is him being a Stark scientist who goes rogue. And the Wonder Man backstory we seem to be getting of him being an actor who becomes superpowered may have been just flipped. Because in the comics, Quentin Beck was a failed actor. And it seems like Wonder Man may have been part of a company that kind of got destroyed by Stark. And then he was a little bit evil and became good. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, though.
I liked that we got the Iron Man 2...
Trevor.
Yes, Trevor, who was also in Shang-Chi.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back
He's
again.
making his films again.
Now he's an acting coach, which I love. So
I'm excited for that. With the quality of TV we've got, if they cook with Daredevil and Ironheart, I am going to be, especially when you bear in mind the films we've got coming out alongside these next year. If next year goes well, Wonder Man in December might have me bouncing off the walls going, this is new, we don't know a lot about it, and they've done such a good job with everything that I might be like, I don't know what's going to happen, I can't wait. So very, very exciting. A bit of an update on the Blade situation. So the news with Blade being pushed back broke early. It seems like it's kind of pushed everything back. The kind of rumored inside scoop is Marvel are trying to end the multiverse saga as soon as possible. And as a result, numerous projects have been pushed further back in the pipeline, with the only films now expected to release being Captain America in February, Thunderbolts in May, Fantastic Four in June,
potentially,
or July, Doomsday, Spider-Man 4, and then Secret Wars, which ends the multiverse. So maybe it's actually not as big a concern because we've seen other reports coming out that Mahershala Ali is really happy with the script as it's developing. They're getting ready to announce a new director for it. It seems like they may have actually gone, right, what needs to be done to end the multiverse? This, and this. Everything else, boom, cut any multiverse shit out of that, rework it. You don't need to worry about the multiverse.
Potentially. I think the worry of him, like Mahershala Ali getting too old, is still...
It's still very real, yes.
Yes. And he might be fine with it, but if it's one of those films that gets stuck in this limbo now of, as they're moving out of the multiverse, it's like, oh, well, that one can wait a bit longer. Is he eventually going to reach a point where he's like, okay, I'm done, or I've got this project now, sorry, but like there's still a chance that happens.
I've also just, this is completely random, and I may have actually said it before, I may have had the same thought twice at two completely separate times, which would be insane for me. I was just looking at the titles, and I've got Thunderbolts here, and I've of course got the asterisk on the end because that is the title. We know that imagine we not necessarily we know, we're pretty damn confident that Sentry is in it.
Yeah.
And the thing with Sentry is he was a part of the original Avengers, but he got forgotten by the entire universe type beat. What if at the end of Thunderbolts, the asterisk is it's actually Secret Avengers? Because Secret Avengers is kind of like a Black Ops team. And all of the people on this team are very much Black Ops kind of guys. And like, that's like the reveal. It's like, oh, I was an Avenger, and that stops them being the Thunderbolts and makes them the secret Avengers.
I feel like you've had this
I
thought of
think
them
a lot
being
of comic book fans would hate that.
Avengers.
Yeah, I don't think they're the Thunderbolts. I know that like seems like an obvious takeaway with like Thunderbolts with an asterisk.
No, I know what you mean. It's gonna be some reveal, and part of me is like, do they do it on the title screen?
Which right at the very beginning.
Yeah, it's like almost like what Deadpool joked about it being.
Oh, what Ryan Reynolds joked about doing like
film.
Yeah, and like not marketing it as Marvel at all, and then you go sit it down, and like the 10
like,
people who go to see
Deadpool.
it get a Deadpool film.
Like, what if it's Thunderbolts, and then it's like, I don't know, gets scrubbed out or something on it. It's like on a whiteboard, and they scrub it out and they write
Kang Dynasty.
Imagine.
I'm really
or it's going to be along the line of like when they're going to say, so what's our team name, and everyone's like, oh, they're going to say Thunderbolts, and then they say the actual title of the film.
Do you know what it is? It's one of them times where, like, you know me, I'm obsessing over this asterisk every time I like rethink about it.
It's nothing.
and it's just not going to live up to my expectation, and it's going to piss me off.
Do you know what it could be? It could just be like an internal Shield code name for this team, and then and then it's like, oh, that's the code name. The actual team name is this. Like it's in a file or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Dumb.
We'll find out eventually.
And the last bit of news, which literally broke about 5 seconds before we go start recording, which was really funny. We actually beat one for once. GenV Season 2 has wrapped filming, and it is due to release summer 25? Yeah, summer 25.
Which it's going to be interesting to see where that goes.
Yes, obviously we've got left in an interesting position. We've had casting changes due to
unforeseen circumstances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Curious, as we know, that leads on from the last season of The Boys.
Yep.
And leads directly into the next season of The Boys.
Yep.
So it might be like a bit of like a fascist university or some shit. I really don't know. I'm really curious.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have overlap from the last season of The Boys, but there's obviously like we've got the ones captured, and then we've got the ones that are the Godolkin heroes, and they're part of Friendly with the Seven now. And it's like, so there's going to be some interesting dynamic.
Hopefully they can get Sam back on the good team side.
Hopefully.
It'd be fucking helpful.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if there's any a New Year group shown as well.
Yeah. It'd be kind of cool to get some new characters.